What's happening, guys? Martin is back again. You know where we are, so let's get into it in respect of these fragrances. So, this seems to be a bit of a debate I'm seeing on YouTube in respect of different elements coming from different YouTube reviewers, and equally, I think this has been maybe a resurgence of this particular fragrance. So, this is just my take on it, guys. I've already done a more detailed review on this before, but nonetheless, I'm going to give you my touch on it. And the question seems to be Versace Eros. Is this the number one clubbing fragrance of the year? Hmm. This is just my experience. I can't talk on everybody. I can only speak about myself. Again, just a quick reminder, note breakdown for this one is top notes we have, according to Fragrantica, mint, we have some apple, we have some lemon, we have some tonka bean in the mids, with some rose, and I believe there's also ambroxan in the mids. Breakdown in respect of the base notes, we have some vanilla, we have some vetiver, we have some oak moss, we have some Atlas cedar wood and Virginian cedar. So I mean, in respect of base notes, just looking at that, I, to be honest, thought when I first saw this one, um, it would have been quite heavy in respect to the base notes. Versace Eros, I understand Eros is supposed to be the god of love. I mean, by all means, just let me know if I'm incorrect on that one. In Greek mythology, but ultimately, this is a 200 ml bottle. You can see how much juice I have left in this one, guys. This one has lasted me probably like well over a year. 200 ml bottle. I paid £50 on this one from Amazon. And I think this is actually my fourth or fifth bottle through the years now. Used to buy maybe 30 mils and 50 mils, and I decided to get the 100 mil. Why? Sorry, 200 mil. Why have I decided to get a 200 mil bottle of a fragrance like this, guys? Is it worth the money? I believe so. £50 I paid. You can see the sprayer. It is what it is. Now, the real question is this the club banger of 2019? Let me know your thoughts, guys, in the comments. I'm going to give you my idea and my thoughts. So, just again, a quick recap on this one. This actually came out, according to Fragrantica, 2012. So, this one's been on the market for some time. I've had a lot of compliments from this one, I must say. I think for the club, I don't necessarily know if it's the number one, me personally. For me, wearing this one, guys, I've had a lot of compliments. As I say, I've worn this a few times. Ladies really enjoy it. Ladies really like it. The opening, again, is floral. It's got this type of powdery note in there. It seems to open up with this citric type of lemon. And again, it always seems to last for me quite easily. You're talking about easily 4 hours, 5 hours, no problem. Would I wear this probably in the office? Probably not. The question is this a clubbing fragrance? I would say yes. It's definitely a clubbing fragrance. It got me compliments. And on top of that, I had a lot of versatility from it because it's not, I know there's tonka bean in there. There seems to be some heavy bass notes to some extent. But I think one thing I like about this fragrance, guys, and I think for many of us now, ultimately, this one lasts. This one projects, it lasts. It's not necessarily, I say, a mature fragrance. It's somewhat juvenile with this type of citric sort of lemon note in there. I think it's definitely, again, the apple note does come off. I didn't particularly like Versace Flame Eros because I think that one seemed to be slightly more too much rose in there for me. It didn't really work for me. But this one, it lasts. It's got this sort of powdery type of, say, this apple sort of smell. The citric note is in there. The citrus, the citron is in there as well with this lemon note in there. And I think, again, when it comes to the base, it makes sure that it keeps a good sort of balance. The tonka bean doesn't make it too sweet. It is a sweet fragrance, but it's not too sweet that it's overpowering to the point that you feel like you're being choked out. For me, this is one, again, I keep on deck. You see I've got a 200 ml bottle, so that definitely means I'm willing to invest in it. It's lasted me a long time. I don't necessarily need to spray a lot. I've definitely got my money's worth. This is lasting me well over a year, and you can see how much juice I have, probably at least like a fifth left in this bottle of the juice. So I'm very happy with this one. I would recommend it. You can probably get this on sale now at the Christmas time, but for me, is this the number one fragrance of 2019 for the club? I would say no. And the reason why I'm going to say no is nothing necessarily down to do with anything to do with the fragrance. It just comes down to personal preference. For me, I enjoy, and I keep mentioning it before, I enjoy grapefruit in my fragrances. And the only one that seems to be so consistent, I don't say every time, that be an over exaggeration, but literally Guys, you're talking the amount of times I've worn it. I've not even got a bottle with me. I'm going to leave the bottle where it is. But the amount of times I've worn that one, and that has to be Paco Rabanne Invictus. Hands down, guys. For club fragrances, that one's killed it. This one is definitely a club banger. This will definitely get you compliments. Personal preference, I prefer Invictus because of that grapefruit element. It smells crisp, it smells fresh, it smells Moorish, it smells gourmand, it smells like something's gonna go on. This one to me smells fun. It smells I'm here to party, we'll enjoy ourselves. But it doesn't, to me, it doesn't have that push, that fire that I get from Invictus, where this one is slightly more sort of, how could I say, juvenile, fun, playful. I could wear this anytime in the clubs. I could wear this probably on holiday. I've been to actually Italy and worn this in Italy. Got compliments even in Italy from the Italiani, wearing this stuff. And I was very happy with it. But again, guys, I think over time we develop our noses in different ways. We also get to a point where we maybe get tired of a fragrance. A 200ml bottle of a fragrance, guys, if you're wearing this every single day, me personally, I would get a bit bored of the fragrance. And I've got so many fragrances now, I don't necessarily just wear one, but I've had this one for a good space of time now. He's done his job. For me, it just isn't necessarily the number one, based on personal preference. I do believe though for some this will definitely be it, and it depends what you're looking for as well when it comes to these fragrances, guys. It depends what you're looking to expect. For me, for value for money, I give this one a 5 out of 5. Again, £50 for a 200ml bottle. I can spend, say, I don't know, say for instance I spend more than £50 on this one. This is You Strong With You Intensely, slightly more as what a perform concentration, slightly more expensive for the 50ml than this one. I think Versace have done a good job, and I think for even Dylan Blue, even that one as well, I've had a lot of compliments from that. Ladies seem to like that one. I need to do a comparison of the two actually, Dylan Blue versus Versace Eros. I think I'll do a review of those as well. But ultimately, guys, for me, this is not bad. If you're slightly concerned about the change and the money in your pocket, what I would recommend would be this one. This is Pepe Jeans. This is, I think it's called or Pepe Jeans Pour Homme. But yeah, this one for Pepe Jeans, it does smell similar. I think, no, this one's slightly heavier when it comes to the tonka bean. This one seems to have a note breakdown of pineapple, nutmeg, and it seems to also have coffee beans in the base. So to me, between the two of them, this is a must. If you're slightly concerned about your pocket and you're not too sure about necessarily want to spend too much on a fragrance, I was able to pick this one up for probably around about £20 or so from Superdrug, again in the UK. This is a very good fragrance in my opinion, but unfortunately what lets it down is that it doesn't really last. If this had the lasting power of this one, I think this will be up there as well, but it doesn't really last as long. The projection of this one's, again, you're getting this type of powdery, type of sweet, type of gourmandish, as I say, elements of citric, lemon, bit of tonka bean in there, which is coming from this one, and it's definitely giving me the projection. It's definitely giving me the longevity. This one just lacks projection, lacks longevity, and I think the key thing for this one, it really lacks the more so longevity and projection. Projection in this one, you'll probably get about up to an hour, and again, what's keeping it there is that base note with the coffee bean. I think that's what's keeping it there, but yeah, outside of that, it smells very much like Versace Eros. But again, between the two, this is probably price-wise a lot cheaper compared to this one, but this one is not that expensive either, guys. So if you're going to invest in anything, by all means, go and check this one out. But for me, ultimately, is this the number one fragrance for 2019 when it comes to club fragrances? I'm going to say no, only based on personal preference. And I think for me, guys, it's one of those fragrances that I will definitely keep on deck. I'll make sure I'll probably get another bottle when this one runs out. I do enjoy it. The compliments are there. But for me personally, Invictus every time. I just cannot say how much that fragrance has done for me. Equally, Le Mal, Jean-Paul Gaultier, that one has done so much respect of fragrances, of compliments, in the club. But club fragrances, you're in the high heat, this one will do it for you. It'll keep you fresh. It'll keep you getting this scent bubbles, the scent trail. It's all around you. Ladies love it. I don't know why that is. Ladies really enjoy this. And I think, guys, what it is, it's worth the money. It's definitely worth the money. It's worth the value. Personal preference when you get to this level is going to be down to you. But by all means, guys, if you've not checked this one out, go and check it out. What are you waiting for? It's Christmas time. What are you doing for New Year's Eve? Are you going to be wearing something like this? What's your New Year's Eve fragrance, guys, by the way? I think I've done a video on that even last year. Not sure. But what is the New Year's Eve fragrance? Are you going to be rocking this one? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. I hopefully see you soon on the next video. Do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And if this video saved you time and money, please give the video a thumbs up. As I say, for me, it's just down personal preference. Nothing else, nothing wrong with it. But for many of you guys, I'm sure this might be, more clubbing fragrance. So you let me know, guys, in the comments. I'll see you soon on the next video, and then we'll get into it in respect to these fragrances, especially for Christmas time and especially for New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, guys, I'm going to be traveling. You're going to see what I'm going to be doing, and we're going to get into it. Ciao.